A lot of people ask us to make the Magicband reader look a little bit more like the bark version. We've updated the 3D files to make them a little bit more Mickey-ish. The back is the same as before, but everything else is different. If you're going to do this and retrofit it to the existing one, you need to print the front faces again. These pieces fit together much nicer now. It's almost like you don't even need any glue. You still need to glue it, but it's much nicer. Get it this way. Snaps in, hopefully. It is flat on the front now, which probably isn't 100% accurate, but it looks much better on the, as you can see here. Everything else stays the same. Wire it just as before. Follow the other videos for that. See the updated page. I've also included the link to the old one if you want to like the old one better. Thanks to some other builders, we have quite a few updates to the code. We now have a config file. We have webhooks that allow you to make HTTP calls based on Magicbands, so you can turn on lights, open locks, ring doorbells, or anything else you can think of. And we have much better sequence definitions. You can install the code just as before, but instead of editing the magicband.py file, you're going to want to just edit the settings.conf file. This file looks like any other configuration file you might run into. This top part has all the global configurations that we discussed in previous videos. So here we're just going to change our pixel count. This next section is the band's definition, where you can select different sequences for each band. And now you can do multiple sequences per band, or just a single sequence. And then we also have this unknown section, which is the sequences you want to play if you don't have a specific band ID identified. Before we used to use the word any, but now you can just type any of the sequences that you've defined, and as many as you want. And then the next section is the sequences section, and then each sequence is defined by this block. And you define the name of the sequence, here it's any one, and then all the values just as before. And the new one is the webhooks, where you can add an HTTP call that you want to make for that sequence. We also have a bunch of new colors defined. In fact, we even support a color called rainbow, which will do a rainbow color on the ring. So let's create a new sequence here. We'll just copy this last one. And we'll go up and change the name. If you don't have a webhook, you just leave it blank. So we call this my new sequence. And we'll change the colors. And change the sounds. So we'll go back up and add that sequence to the unknown definition. Which means if the software doesn't identify the Magicband, this is one of the sequences that it will play at random. And that's it. If you have any questions, leave a comment or send me an email, and I will help you out.